And I really can't think of someone who is better suited to be the keynote speaker for this conference than Jim. You never leave a conversation wondering what Jim is thinking unless you are not paying attention. He is an extraordinary man. He's a man who stands up for principles. He's a man who stands up for what he thinks. And he stands up for every one of you in this audience today. So, Jim, I want to thank you for what you do every day. I want to thank you for TENAC, and I want to thank you for your unflagging commitment to make sure that people have a way of continuing to live in the District of Columbia. Thank you very much. I also want to thank Joanna Shreve. This is the 6th, I think, summit, and the 5th that I have attended, and I am delighted. By the way, this is the 4th time I've been here this week, right, Nick?
Yes.
I've been here Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Saturday. I think I'll just move in. But it's great to be here with Joanna and the staff, Joel and the folks who work for the Office of the Tenant Advocate, because it fulfills such an important advocacy role here in the city. And without it, I think our challenge would be even greater than it is now in terms of keeping a balance of affordability and continued growth here in the District of Columbia. And frankly, being able to continue to find affordable housing in the District of Columbia is an extraordinary challenge. A challenge for me, a challenge for our council members. I want to welcome Council Member Anita Bonds, Council Member Tommy Wells, who are here this morning, because frankly, there are a couple things that government can do. One is to be able to determine and constantly pay attention to the policies in the city that govern how people are housed, because it's no more fundamental than where you live. And of course, the second is, and I'll come back to that in just a second, and that is what kind of investments do we make? Because that ultimately determines whether you are real or not, whether you put any resources into the effort to make sure it continues to be an affordable city. You know, last night I went to a football game. I went to the Dunbar Ballou game, which was played at McKinley. And so I was standing there watching the game,